Play full game. Entering team select screen. The Kansas City Chiefs, the home team, are selected. Ready.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and our focus goes to Trayvon Mullen.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup. Bottom line, there are not many defenses in the league that seem up to the task to slow down their ground game. But this might be one of them, and in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up, because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting, they're going to be physical, they're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
Entering play call screen. Return middle. Return left.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Entering play, double slants. On plan, there are 8 categories. Player, there are formation, there are play type, there are RPO, run. Inside, AHP blunt dive.
What now?
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 103 in the yardage department.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
With pass, there are 6. Play type, there are 8. Entering franchise screen, you have 9 options. Instant replay. Resume. Quick game options. Entering play call with pass Y stick.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
R1 button. Cross button.
Here's Carr to throw.
R1 button. R1 button.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Kansas City infused some major hustle into its pass rush this offseason with the drafting of George Karlaftis, a nonstop motor and great physical ability to get to the quarterback.
Entering play call with play run. Inside handoff there. AHP blunt dive. Inside zone split.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Up the middle with Barkley. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go.
For the rest there, he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Option is set to standard pass. Option is set to shotgun pass 100. Shotgun. Convex post. Inside cross. Spot. Inside cross.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Cross button. Cross button.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
R1 button.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Kick FGK, field goal 50 yards. Gun plan, there are 8. Player, there are 8. Formation, there are 8. Play type, there are 8. Personnel, play run, RPO. Pass. Shotgun pass, there are 6 category. Play type, run, pass. Option is set to stick. Option is set to quick pass 30. Quick stick.
Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Entering play, thick FG sprint out pass. Gun plan, there are 8 category. Player, there are 8. Formation, there are play type, there are 8 category. Personnel, there play run, pass. Option is set to Hail Mary free play. Option is set to quick pass 13. Quick pass, Y stick.
Carr gonna go on 4th down. Into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Anthony Averett picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on 1 throw.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
AHP blunt dive, AHP blunt dive, AHP inside zone.
What now?
A first down carry for Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, now Carr out to his left. He hits Adams complete, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Entering play call, play up, run, pass, run. Option is set to QB run 1. Option is set to FD run 2 place. FD run, there are 7 cap, FD dive, FD power, FD dive.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kick off left is selected.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with first down on the limit. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going late. So far, it's working.
I like what we see from the offensive line. I see the leverage going and controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The Raiders at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. Inside cross. HD stretch.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Cross cutting.
Again, it's Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Pass 13. Auction is set to standard pass 32 place. Standard X slice you cross.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cross button.
Here's Carr.
Cross button.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent game.
6 categories.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route, and Stanley gets him a 7-6 lead here in the opening.
Entering play call, special teams, and exceptions, return left is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing. The answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they're wanting to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
Play call, Hail Mary, play type, run. FD run, there are 7 categories. FD dive.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Barkley inside handoff. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Inside handoff 50. Inside, AHD, inside zone split.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter down. It's Las Vegas with the football, as they go with a 3rd down coming up.
Option is set to standard pass 30. Option is set to shotgun pass 1. Option is set to quick pass 30 and play. Quick pass. Y stick. Stick. Y stick.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Now Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Entering play call. Play hike, there, run. Inside handoff. AHB blunt dive. AHB blunt dive. AHB dive.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders are once again back in front. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Kickoff left is selected.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward.
Entering play call.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
6 categories.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
The Chiefs value what Edwards-Helaire brings to a backfield group both as a runner and a receiver. Average over 60 all-purpose yards per game for them across 10 contests. They know he can produce even more if he can stay healthy for the full season.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 8. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception. One reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception as this one continues.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A handoff to Barkley. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Entering play call. Play type, there are 8. Formation, there are 8. Player, there are 8. Josh Jacobs, Davante Adams, Josh Jacobs, Thick punt sweep, FD power, FD dive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cross button.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
There are 8 formation. There are play type. There RPO run pass. Option is set to standard pass 30. Option is set to quick stick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Square button. Cross button.
To throw his car. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back and it can turn into a big game downfield. You want to match up that didn't get into a quick game and holding into a short game.
Option is set to standard pass. Option is set to play action pass 6. Play cover. A post Y cross. Covered LT. A post Y cross.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Square button. Cross button.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Cross button.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Entering play call. Play run. Counter weak. Play RPO run. Auction is set to pitch free plays. Auction is set to outside handoff. Auction is set to inside handoff 5th. Inside AHP. Inside zone split.
Now! Ready? Hey, we're good!
Cross button.
Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Good work there. Hold them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Auction is set to QB run 1. Auction is set to FD run 2 plays. FD run. FD dive.
Barkley again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 8, gun plan, player, there are 8 category, formation, there are, play type, there are 8, RPO, run, pass, Hail Mary, there are, goal post, play type, there, option is set to quick pass 13, quick, Y stick. Circle button.
Carr will look to throw.
And
this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Carlson now to have the extra point.
We have 15 options. Bad attempt is selected.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Edwards-Helaire. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Butker's kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that prohibition of your partner because to me, if it's the 4th quarter here at 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Entering play call, AHP blunt dive. And AHP blunt dive.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Triangle
on 2nd and 9, Carr.
Cross button.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Entering play call. Y-stick. Square button.
Carr now on first
Circle
down.
Button. R1 button.
Throw
R2
right
button.
side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Triangle button.
Here's Carr to throw.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. Circle button.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Entering play call. Quick pass. There. Y-stick.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Triangle
Now
button.
Carr again.
R1 button.
It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Entering play. Y-stick.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
R1 button. Circle button.
Carr.
R1 button. R2
That
button.
is caught at the 7-yard line.
Entering play call.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really
Circle
well.
button. R1 button.
And it's caught. Driving for the goal line, but he's
Entering
marked
play
down
call.
short.
Pass
And with no
error, 6
timeouts, no
categories,
chance to get the
30
field goal
options.
unit out there.
Y-stick is selected.
And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jamison Crowder, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Trey Lance, a touchdown pass in the victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Clyde Edwards-Helaire capping it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Play tight, they're right. Coach Subject Nash. On plan, player, they're right. Category, formation, they're right. Play tight, run, pass. Option is set to Hail Mary free play. Hail Mary, goal post. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Triangle button.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprisingly face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Play type. Option is set to pass 13. Twice to.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
R1 button. Cross button.
Now
R1
back
button.
to throw.
R1 button. Cross
And
button.
seeing nowhere to throw, he
Entering
chucks this
play
away
call.
from him.
Pass through 6 categories.
Well, you're most certainly going to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Triangle.
Throwing his car on third down.
R1 button.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before you get to the marker.
Play hike, run, pass, run. Inside hand, AHD blunt dive.
They'll run with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
R1 button. Triangle
Here's
button.
Carr.
Triangle button.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfro, 38 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception.
Teams, you have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Former first-rounder Clyde Edwards-Helaire ready to go here. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Mahomes now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
There are 6 categories.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
With every game, with every season, Travis Kelce, he just confirms his greatness. Streak of 1,000-yard seasons is now up to 6, and he's made 7 straight Pro Bowls, and his numbers have ranked him among the best tight ends to have ever played in the NFL. Another first down right there to add to his career total.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Locating Edwards-Helaire for another catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Clyde Edwards-Helaire capping it for a touchdown reception.
You had 6 options. Return left to selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
AHP blunt dive. AHP dive. AHP win.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cross-cutting. Cross-cutting.
Delay game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Entering play. AHP blunt dive. Empty and AHP plunge.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll take this to about the 24 and get a 3.
Praise has to go to the defensive line because it was very nice protected running the football. Kept that poor defensive line even knocked them out the entire game. And while they slowed down that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Double slants.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Circle button. Cross button. Cross button.
To throw his
Triangle
car.
button. Triangle button.
And he fends him off.
Triangle button.
But now he's swallowed up and taken down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Here's Hardman to return. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
There are 6 categories.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Play call.
We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, got to think this offensive line's got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy. They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where the extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
There are 6 categories. You hit, play tight, run. Inside, AHP blunt dive, inside zone split.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Inside handoff.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Square button. Cross button.
Now Carr.
Triangle button.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Hail Mary. Play tight, run. Pass. Formation, there are 8. Weak. Strong. I form. Declo. Across.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Set to counter 7th place. Counter weak. AHD counter. Plus button.
Delayed game. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
Entering play. Counter weak. AHP counter.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty once again.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. He puts him over about 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. It's Barkley on the counter. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Yeah, the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Yeah, two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now it's Mahomes again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Second down and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
6 categories.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get it to the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
There are 6 categories.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Edwards-Helaire trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Mahomes will throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
R2 button.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call, counter. There are 7 categories. You have play type, RPO, run, pass. Play action pass, barriers, shotgun pass, standard pass, quick pass, Y stick, goal line fade, stick, option, Y stick, stick, goal line, stick, Y stick, exit.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Entering play call, play type, run, pass. Quick pass, there, Y stick, goal line, stick, Y stick, stick, goal line, double slant, Y stick, double slant.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw his car. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delayed game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
There are 6 categories.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes to throw once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes finding Kelsey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
15 options, cover 1 hole is selected.
Mahomes' throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
Entering play
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
15 options.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Mahomes will throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All you had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
Entering play call. Onside recover. Return left. Onside recover. Return lift.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Entering play call. Coach C. Hail Mary. Hail Mary.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex. Maybe try to fashion together a drive.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have put it on all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Chiefs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.